filter. I don't know if I should go with XX Pro or Valencia. I want to look tan. What should my caption be? I want it to be clever. How about living with my bitches, hashtag live. I only got 10 likes in the last 5 minutes. Do you think I should take it down? Let me take another selfie.
Hey bitches. So I saw a picture on my Pinterest and it was like for 2014 Instagram baddie makeup. And I immediately was just immediately yes, I need to recreate that makeup right now. This is literally an authentic product right here. This is from probably before 2014. I got this for my birthday. I kept this for like nostalgia purposes. I didn't think I would ever actually put this on my eyes again, but here we are. I used to use like the crap out of this specifically, and then like this color I used to love. That's what I'm gonna use today on my eyes, which is insane. This is literally ancient. Also, I feel like tones like this are so rare to find in like eyeshadow now. Like, I think even when I look at like palettes, like they still make this palette and sell it, but when I look at this versus like what they sell now, like the tones just look so much, the tones look so like different to me. Like the tones of this are so much more like cooler. Like even this, like that's more of a like neutral warm tone. It's still like, it's not too warm. I feel like a lot of like eyeshadows nowadays are like really warm. I like this more like neutral cool kind of thing. I do love warm eyeshadows, but when I want like a cool tone, I want it to be like actually cool tone. Stark first, just like the nude color. Oh my god, just like a flat basic brush, you know. I'm just putting that shade all over my eyelid as a base color. I feel like eyeshadow doesn't go bad, right? I mean, it's something that we like put in the eye area, so it's probably like completely false, but. And I'm gonna take Frisk right here. It's like a taupe. I would say it's like a true, just like a true matte taupe. Which, a good taupe eyeshadow. Love a good taupe eyeshadow. And I'm just putting this color into the crease. And I'm keeping it pretty low down. I'm not going super high with this look at all. I'm just going to keep it pretty low on my lid. And I'm just shaping out my eye with that color. Twenty 2014 Insta baddie makeup to me was like very grayish on the eye, very like sculpted and contoured. Like the eyes were carved out, the cheeks were carved out. No blush, matte finish to everything. So that's kind of the vibe I'm going for with this. I'm gonna take a little pencil brush like this. This one's from Smashbox, and then I'm taking Primal. Focusing that on the outer corner. I'm not gonna do like a wing. I'm not gonna do any particular shape. I'm just like following what I already have and laying the color down right on like the natural curve of my eye instead of like blending it out or up. Just keeping it right at the edge, the natural edge of my crease. Taking that initial brush that I used in the crease to blend out that darker color. And in fact, I'm going to take that Frisk shade again and blend over top of it with that shade just to make it a little more seamless. I'm also going to take Cover, which is like the warmest tone in the palette, and go over everything just with that same brush with that shade, just to add like a little bit of warmth to the eye. For today's look, sadly, we're not going to be blinding anybody with our brow highlight. Just going to use the lightest shade in the palette called Skimp. I am going to like strategically place this to clean up my brow though. I'm not doing the concealer brow. I know some of y'all still do that to this day. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna clean up the eyeshadow with this color. So going right under my brow. And this isn't a shimmer, but it's also not a matte. It's like a satin. I feel like this formula of eyeshadow isn't like super common in today's palettes. I like a satin. I mean, if I'm doing a brow highlight, I just want it to like be super blinding and bright nowadays, but this was a moment back then, just like a little subtle brow highlight moment. Eyeliner. Now, I specifically remember exclusively using a brush tip eyeliner, but I don't have one of those right now, so I'm just gonna use a pen liner. But you would have never caught me using a pen liner in 2014. It would have been a brush, like a dip liner, or oh my god, I used to love the Maybelline gel liner. I forget what it was even called, but it was like a pot and it came with like a brush, and it was like you dip the brush into the gel. I loved that eyeliner. This one I'm using today because I mean it's eyeliner. You can pretty much get the same effect with every liner, but I might have to go back to like using a gel because I used to love that, and see if it still hits the same. I'm just kind of winging this, no pun intended. I have like some kind of idea for what I want for the liner. I'm just gonna kind of do it as I go. And whenever I like don't know which shape I want to go for sure, I'll always just start off with doing a thin line and then go from there. The aroma coming off of this eyeshadow palette is just alright, I think I know what I want to do. I'm gonna do a big old wing. I'm gonna let the eyeliner be the star. I'm gonna draw it very straight up, not super angled. And I'm gonna make it super thick. Like that. Alright, eyeliner done. Now I'm gonna move on to the complexion. I'm gonna use this for my primer. It's the Estee Lauder Aqua Brilliance primer. I actually really like this primer. I'm gonna use more of a moisturizing primer just because my base is gonna be matte. And I need some kind of hydration. This primer is actually so nice. It's got such a pretty finish. It feels so good on the skin. I'm not a matte base girl. I like a glow. I don't have a matte foundation. This is what I'm going to use. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. And we're going to see how she works as a foundation. And let me tell you, in 2014, the base in 2014, very matte, very full coverage. So I feel like this is probably actually going to end up being perfect for what I'm going for. It's a bit light because this is my typical highlighting concealer shade, but we're gonna add like a shit ton of contour, so it's all gonna work out in the end as usual. Now I'm sure it's because it's meshing well with the primer, but I'm really liking this as a foundation. I feel like even though it's matte, it's not like making my skin look super flat. It's not sucking the life out of my skin. I still really like the finish of my skin. It almost actually just looks like I don't have anything on. Like my skin has a really natural glow. It's not super flat, but it's still matte. I love that as a foundation. Okay, now we will be highlighting. It's 2014, duh. You know exactly what we're gonna do with this. An unnecessary amount. Far too much, but just enough. And not just under the eyes. For some reason, we're gonna draw it in this shape. We're gonna go down the nose. And on the chin. And what the heck? On the jaw. This is 2014, okay? This was not a little cutesy, no makeup, light, little flutter moment. No. This is full beat. We're shellacking this shit on our face. And it's still gonna look good. It's still gonna look flawless. And you're still gonna look hot. I was just using that concealer because it was the lightest one I had. But honestly, I don't really love it. It's like workable, but it's not the easiest to blend, and it almost looks a little bit dry. But it's okay. We can still make it work. That's what I love about makeup, is that you literally can make pretty much any makeup product work. Now, of course, I want the shit that I can just throw on, don't have to fuss with it, and it's always perfect. But if it is like matte, you can still make it look good. I just pulled another product from the archives. This is the Anastasia contour stick. This used to be the only contour stick that was acceptable to I remember not even liking these when I had this, which is why I still have it and didn't use it up, because I always thought they were a little bit hard to blend. But for sake of the time period of this tutorial, I'm gonna use it anyway. I was literally just saying, you can always make it work. She might just require a little bit more blending. I'm not holding back. Going straight in. Cheekbones. Forehead. Nose. Jawline. 2014, you wanted that snatched jawline. So that's what we're going for. Now, like I said, it might be here for a minute because she takes a little minute to blend. I love me some 2014 makeup because I am and always will be a full beat bitch. Yes, there are days when I have a more natural look, I'm wearing a little bit less. But at the core of my heart, I am and always will be a full beat bitch. I will always want, if I'm going out anywhere, I will always want 2 layers. I want my cream, I want my powder, I want my primer, I want my foundation, I want my concealer, I want my bronzer, I want my blush. I want literally everything, always. But I feel like it's a little lower down here than I would like it to be, so I'm just going to take my foundation brush and clean up little front area here. Snatched. Oh my god, I might have to contour like this every day. I actually forgot how much I love contouring because I really don't contour anymore. I basically only bronze nowadays, but I'm gonna start contouring every day again. I might also take back all the shit I was talking about the Anastasia contour stick, because actually, I mean, it took like a little bit of effort to blend, but I feel like it looks really good. No blush, no highlight, super glowy, stark highlight. Did not come to us until like 2016, I want to say. So I'm not going to be doing the super blinding Tin Man highlight. I kind of do want to do a 2016 insta baddie look though, so maybe I will do that. I also really want to do a 2014 grunge Tumblr like aesthetic kind of look, because that was like the insta baddie and like the grunge Tumblr aesthetic. That was my shit. That was like my little aesthetic back then. So I'm gonna do this one and then also like the grunge aesthetic, because that's my shit. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bake the heck out of my face. You had to bake. I actually was never a fan of baking because I've never been a fan of powder. But we're gonna bake anyway. Gonna take a shit ton of powder. My under eye with the powder. Clean up the contour. And what the heck, let's just do it literally everywhere. Bake my whole friggin' face. Cute. Alright, currently baking. This is how I'm gonna be looking for like the next, until I'm done with my makeup, so get used to it. What are we about to do to these eyebrows now? You know the answer. Say it with me. You're gonna get these bitches on fleek. Sadly, I don't have the Anastasia dip brow, so I'm just gonna mix a setting spray with like an eyebrow powder, and that's how I'm gonna get like a brow pomade effect. We're gonna make our brows super thick, which is ironic because lately I've been wearing my brow. Actually, I've been wearing nothing in my brows. I've just been brushing them and like calling it a day, but not for this. Make them super, we want that block brow. We want that block brow, but it's okay, we're gonna make it look cute. We want that cute little block brow. I'm just literally gonna use the darkest color in the eye palette for my brows, which was Undone. An angled brush, picking up the shadow, and then just spraying the brush with my setting spray very lightly. But what we're not gonna do lightly is the brows. I'm gonna go straight in. We're gonna have that little ombre brow. For the sake of this not looking like super ridiculous, I'm gonna brush through my brows. Eyebrows on fleek. The fuck? I go back in with that lighter eyeshadow and do another cleanup. Brush the bake away with a big fluffy brush. King Benefit Hula bronzer, just to not only set the contour but also enhance it a little bit and add a bit of warmth as well. And then of course bringing that down on the jaw, chin, forehead, everywhere. Okay, one thing I specifically remember from this time period is like a shimmery gold inner corner highlight. So I am gonna highlight my inner corner with like a shimmery gold eyeshadow. Taking cover from the palette and just putting it on my lower lash line for some depth. Also taking whatever was left on that brow brush right here. Taking my girl, Milani Stay Put eyeliner. Love her. Putting this in my tight line and my lower tight line. No blush, no highlight. I'm just gonna do lashes. I feel like you can't do like an insta baddie look without some lashes. We're gonna do some lashes and then, oh, and the lip. These are the only lashes I have at the minute. The Kiss Noblesse lashes. So that's what I'm gonna use. Oh, what the heck? I can't use the freaking Kiss lashes because I just ruined them. I'm gonna use these instead for my Oni. They have like big gems on them. These are the only other eyelashes I have. I'm just gonna like rip the gems off because they're cute, but like not what I'm going for right now. I always want to do mascara so that they'll have something to stick to. I just press it just to get it at the base because I mean that's where you want it, because that's where the lashes are going to be sticking to. Alright, let's douse this bitch. I didn't even trim these or nothing. Just gonna let it get tacky. I also like curve it to make it fit my eye better. We're gonna pop this bitch right on. Just like that. Don't let your lashes get clogged. Press that inner corner down. Unclockable lashes. Unfucking clockable. Now when I say unclockable lashes, lower lashes are included. Show them some love too. All the inspo pics I was looking at, the lip had like this very similar vibe, which is like this almost blotted looking pink nude with like a little bit of a defined lip line, but in like a blotted way. I don't know how to explain it, but I know how to create it, so I'll show you. I'm gonna line my lips first. This is the Flower Scribble Stick. And I'm gonna be very strategic with my lip liner. I'm gonna overline, but I also want the line to be very blurred, not harsh at all. I also want to draw the line as thin as I can. And as I go, I'm just blurring that line out with my finger. Like I said, I want it to be defined, but in like a blurred, blotted, soft way. And then I'm just gonna take a nudie pink shade. Of course, it's gotta be a matte liquid lipstick. I'm just gonna do like a thin layer of that. And then again, it looked really like blotted, so I'm just gonna blot some of the color off with my fingers. And you know what? I'm even gonna take some of that contour stick and really lightly go in the corners of my mouth with that. My mouth, my singular mouth. And then again, just blend it with my finger. As much as it pains me to say this, no gloss. That's it. Gonna give everything one final. That is how you do your makeup. Like a 2014 Insta baddie. I'm actually obsessed with this, and this might be my new everyday look. Full B. Might be making a comeback every day for me. Thank you for watching. Peace.